Hello everybody and welcome back to Operation Logistics, where we've got some work to do. So I'm going to go ahead and unpause this and let's test to see if any of this works. So A, great job. Next, surveying land. We're going to hop into here. Next, hex levels. Next, we're going to go ahead and purchase this land. So buy land. Next, we're not going to buy the road. We're going to buy this guy right here. Confirm. Next, and at this point we need to demolish, so next, and we're going to demolish this house. Kaboom. Next, we'll go into construction here, and it doesn't seem to have worked. Okay, why did it not work? So on enter construction postal office, and in the business, on enter construction postal office mode. So selected construction equals building.postal office, and then in the advisor object, if method equals unpause on selecting post office, if hexmanager.business.selectedConstruction equals building.postal office, then should unpause. Okay, we are on element 9. Or no, we're on element 9. Oh, I didn't add the additional elements. It actually did work. Okay. There are now 11 elements. 10 and 11. Okay. So unpause on construction, and this one is just not implemented because we haven't fully implemented construction, and we still need to fully implement all of these buttons too. I mean, that won't take a huge amount of time. It'll just be a little on the tedious side. But that's okay. That's what we've got Paradox music for. So let's go ahead and run this and make sure that it's properly triggering. So next. A. Next. 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 Buy land. Next. We're going to buy this apartment complex. Next. We're going to demolish it. There we go. Kaboom. And we will hop on into postal office. Time for something new. Just left click on the hex to construct. Okay, I'm left clicking on the hex. Interaction mode tooltip unimplemented or unknown. Yeah. So, I mean, it's mostly because we don't have construction implemented. I'm reasonably certain. Let's hop into building hex. Yeah, construction is just unimplemented. Okay, so where's the tooltip interaction here? Here it is. Let's go ahead and implement the construction tooltip. So case interaction mode dot construction. Not break. There we go. So if we're going to need to do, basically we copy the demolition tooltip at first, like so, and then construction cost of type of building, but instead of, oh my, all of that, that's a complicated way to get to it. But instead of all of this, we will have it be simply business.selectedConstruction plus business.base construction cost. We're gonna modify this later on, but that's okay for right now. Otherwise, you can't, and in this case it will be, you can't construct on land you don't own. There we go. Okay, so there's our interaction mode tooltip for construction. Perfect. And then for this, again, we basically copy the demolition. So I'm going to get rid of those comments for right now. If business business.ownedhexes.contains hex ID. Then we are going to, at that point, go into all of this. And then we're just going to copy this else statement. There we go. Next, we need to check our funds. So if business.currentfunds is greater than or equal to business.baseConstructionCost, and we may change how that is actually calculated later on. We may have a more complicated way to do the construction cost, but leave this in place, kind of like how we did the get in the advisor script. This. We'll do something similar to that probably later on. But for right now, if we've got the money, all we need to do is deduct the construction cost. So business.currentfunds minus equals business.baseConstructionCost. And then we would set the hexes building like we did down here. So manager.selectedWorldHex.biomeHexes hexid.biomehex.buildings, and this is hexid.buildinghex. And then we would just set this to be the business.selectedConstruction, like so. And then we would just need to essentially copy this. Like, this is all going to be exactly the same thing. We'll put that in right here. So we would clean up the subhexes, reset it, repopulate the buildings, update the tooltips, and then instead of calling on demolish, on construction. Okay. And that should be construction implemented. That easy. That was quite easy, actually. Yeah. That should do the trick. Okay, so let's go ahead and rerun this. And off we go. And of course we still need to implement all of these over here, but that's fine. So first things first, let's make sure our tutorial works up to our current point, and then we'll fix all of the other buttons in the construction menu. So A, next, select an urban hex, next, we'll go over here, next, oh my, that's kind of rude. We will grab that hex there, but we'll need to go into buy land mode, grab this guy, actually, let's grab this guy since he's right on the road, confirm. We've purchased our first piece of land, so we need to demolish it now. We'll go ahead and demolish it, kaboom. And then we will go into our postal office, time for something new. Now we're in business. We've got ourselves a post office. Hey, look at that, postal office. Excellent. Now, one thing we should check, and we should do this before, if, and this should be manager.selectedWorldHex.biomeHexes xid.biomehex.buildings xid.buildinghex equals, or is not equal to, building.none. Then we do this. Else debug.log replace me. Destroy building before construction. Okay, so now we can't construct buildings where we already have a building. So that's good. Now the next thing that we need to do, I think, is we just need to do all of this. Like I said before, it'd be so much easier if we could just pass in the enum here and just change it in the inspector. but unfortunately that's not an option. That's something that is on Unity's radar but has not been implemented. It's a little bit unfortunate. It would make so much sense to be able to pass an enum in there, but alas, that is not the case, and so we are going to have to do this the hard way. So I'm basically just going to copy this function, and instead of postal office mode, this is going to be car birth mode. And selected construction equals building.carbirth. There we go. And then we're going to do sorting facility. So same thing here. Sorting facility mode. Facility. There we go. Sorting facility. And then I'm just going to go ahead and hook these up quick after that compiles. So this is going to be business... Whoops. Come on. There we go. Business.onEnter carbirth mode. And this will be sorting facility mode. There we go. And then that's the delivery building menu done. So we'll then do the truck depot. Okay. We'll need 3 functions here. And this will be the staging area. This will be the truck berth. And this will be the fueling station. Excellent. Okay. We'll go ahead and hook these up quick. As soon as it compiles, that is. Which I think it has. No, it has not. Because I did not manage to save that. Now it will compile. Okay, so we'll go ahead and hook this up to our staging area. And then this up to our truck berth. Then this up to our fueling station. There we go. And then time for the rail depot. So this will be on enter construction rail depot mode. Building dot rail depot, railroad depot. Oh, I forgot to change these up here. Staging area. Truck berth. Fueling station. There we go. And then railroad depot. This one is the engine berth. Dot engine berth. And then this one would be the railway line. And just simply railroad. Okay, we will hook those up quick. There we go, now it has compiled. So rail depot will go here. And then this will be engine berth. Like so. And then this would simply be railway line mode. Excellent. 2 to go. So now for ports. So this will be the dockyard mode. Dockyard. This one will be the ship berth mode. Building.ship berth. And this will be the loader crane. Building.loader crane. Okay. We'll hook those up now, and then there's only one more to do. Business.dockyard. Business.ship berth. And business.loader crane, which is this guy. Excellent. And then for the airport. We've got runway, hangar, and control tower. Okay, so runway mode, building dot runway. And then we've got building dot hangar. So building dot hangar. Nope, not Hungara. Hangar. There we go. And finally, we've got control tower. So building dot control tower. Excellent. Okay, so let's go ahead and hook those up. And that will be business.runway mode. Business.onEnter construction hangar mode. And business.enter construction control tower mode. There we go. So now there's our construction menu all hooked up. And the only thing we haven't properly implemented now is the prefabs for the buildings. So that would be a lot of work. We'd also have to make the buildings actually do things. I think for right now, we're going to leave it as a placeholder. So let's go ahead and play this and make sure that our tutorial script is working all the way through. At least, hopefully it will be. Well, hopefully it'll generate the biomes. I mean, we haven't had problems with any of the generation in a long time. I think we'll be fine. Okay, so tutorial, let's go. Default company name, A. Great job. Surveying land. We'll try this little spit of land. We'll go here. And what do we got here? We will demolish. This factory is actually kind of ideally located for us. Not a player-owned hex, of course. It helps if we purchase the hex first. Okay, we will go ahead and demolish this factory. Kaboom. Okay, and then we will go into delivery and sorting, postal office. We are now constructing a postal office. Just left click on the hex to construct it. Boom. Destroy building before construction. Okay. Why does it think there's a building there? If manager.selectedworldhex.biomehexes hexid.biomehex.buildings hexid.buildinghex is not equal to buildings.none. Oh. If it is equal to buildings.none, then we do this. Otherwise, we do this. Okay, I don't think we even need to... Can we just recompile and run this? We may have to restart it, but I'm not convinced we have to. At least once it actually compiles here. There we go. Yeah, now we've got a null reference exception going on. We're going to have to rerun it. That's fine. Okay, so that was my mistake, but I think we're good to go. But let's find out. Eventually. Hopefully. Okay, next. We'll go ahead and name ourselves. There we go. Next. We'll come on down here. Next. Come on down here. Next. We'll go ahead and purchase land. Right about, I think this apartment complex is actually a pretty good one. Confirm. Okay, we'll go ahead and demolish this guy. Kaboom. Construction, delivery and sorting, postal office, time for something new. Construct there. Now we're in business. Excellent. So we've got our postal office here. And then we need to exit construction mode, according to the tutorial. So, I think what we need to do... Because, yeah, there's our postal office. It's persistent. So, in order to enter interaction mode none, we could click on destruction twice. Alternately, we could modify our menu.toggleActive. Which is here on the construction menu. We'll edit this script quick and yeah. I think when we do that, we should set the interaction mode to none, right? Before we pop open any menus? Maybe. I mean, we could very simply do business, business, and then down here, business equals GameObject.findObjectOfType, and then this would be of type business. And then when we toggle active, we go ahead and say business dot interaction mode equals interaction mode dot none, like that. So that should cause it to not that should cause it to exit the interaction mode when we click on the construction menu. But we only want that to happen, like, No, I think it's fine. Because, like, here, I'll show you. We can skip this tutorial. We can go into here. Oh, null reference exceptioning. It doesn't have a business? Seems a little weird. Maybe we need to put this into an awake. Void awake. Like so. I don't know why it would need that. We can try that quick. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. You can go ahead and stop playing. There we go. We will start this again since we changed stuff, and now we're going to have a bunch of stuff broken if we don't continue. Or if we don't restart, that is. If we do continue, things will be broken. Okay, so theoretically, if we skip this tutorial and we go into the construction, we still get a null reference exception. It doesn't have a business. It should return this. Seems weird. Seems very weird, in fact. Also, I wonder if that would improve our startup time. I just had a quick thought, because I was like, when it's iterating through this here, the GameObject.findObjectOfType, does it start at the top of the hierarchy and then work its way down? If so, it was checking all of these and it didn't need to. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here, and next episode, we'll see if we can figure out why this is erroring out. See you all then.